Of the governor's seminars on...
Excuse me, can we have your attention, please?
Hello?
Could we have your attention, please? Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to introduce Alan Martello from Altris Incorporated. Oh, how many years ago? Maybe 4 years ago?
Probably, yeah.
One of the small grants we got made us go to 3 workshops on event planning for the state. So I'm sitting at this workshop down in Harrisburg, and there's these 2 guys behind me that are really techie and answering all the questions and giving statistics, and I keep turning around looking at them, and I'm thinking I'm having lunch with them.
And we did.
And we did. And ever since then, these guys are phenomenal. If you want to boost something or get it moving, your websites, anything that you want, this is your man. He's very good.
So what I want to start out doing is the theme of today is Throwback Thursday. Have you guys seen that on your social media sites? Those of you that are really active on Facebook and Twitter. It's a big deal. My staff actively participates on Throwback Thursday, so we all know each other from past lives, so I'm constantly getting new pictures every Thursday on Facebook from when I was a camp staffer or a birthday party I was at 10 years ago. So today's theme is Throwback Thursday, and we're going to be going through some of the stuff that has happened, with this being the 15th anniversary of the Rendezvous, throughout the history, and we're going to be sharing that through the social media sites. So I want to start off, for any of you who have not seen this, because this is going to lead into the first discussion I want to have with you, which is, why am I here? So this is a video that we produced last year for the Ellen DeGeneres Show. This video went viral very quickly. This video was on every livable continent within the first 24 hours of us posting it, and has seen just tens of thousands of views since then. So Ed, if you'll play the video for anybody who's not seen it.
Go and go. Go and go. Hello, Indiana. Evelyn. Brad Bemis on the left. From Texas. Jason Stubing and
Jason Stoner and Joe Stubbing.
Hillbilly.
He was listening to music in his earphones when he did this. I think it was the same song.
Thomas Bland. Chad Gainey. Those Georgia boys can't dance too well. Mary France. Snuffy. Whoa. That was brilliant.
I'll tell you guys the last couple there, and they could not make it this year. They sent me a message on Facebook and said, "Oh, we can't make it. We're so sorry." She is an elementary school teacher, and he works for Homeland Security. So the first night that we aired the video, and then we announced how quickly it had grown, they pulled us aside and said, we didn't realize that this was going to go like this. we're really embarrassed. He said, I work for Homeland Security, and I said, are you allowed to be on film? Am I on a watch list? But
Am now.
what's the point of this video? What's the, why do we do this kind of stuff? And, the reasoning behind this is we were able to promote the event, we were able to promote carvers, and we did it in a fun way. So I still see this video show up in my Facebook news feed, posted from someone else who found it from someone else who thought it was cool. That means they didn't get it from me. So a year later, this video is still seeing regular hits. On Facebook, it's still growing. People are still commenting on it. And it's giving the Rendezvous publicity. That's my job. But it's promoting you guys. And last year, we took a stance here. And we said, we want to promote the Rendezvous, but the best way to do that, like Liz says, it's the Chainsaw Carvers Rendezvous. That means promoting you guys individually. So, throughout the week you see us running around. We've got cameras, we've got computers, we've got our phones out, and we are consistently trying to find ways to promote you guys. So, in the bottom of this video it says, be sure to tag yourself. Okay, link back to this because it's going to promote you. At the beginning of the week we stood up at dinner and we said, hey guys, I want to promote you, hang your signs. Because most of you didn't put your tags out yet. That way we know who you are. We're spending the evenings, having dinner with you guys. We're spending the evenings going out with you guys and trying to learn about your business and learn who you are and what you do. That way we can better promote. Okay? Rob here is carving a really cool Captain Morgan bottle. And Sarah, who you see running around with me, had met Rob down in Addison, had bought one of his carvings. When we got up here, she said, you've got to meet him, you've got to meet him. So we went down, we talked to him, we saw what he was carving. After we walked away, Sarah said, it'd be really, really cool if he put, like some shelves in the back of this bottle, and then it could be a bar. Well, one thing after the next, Rob is, starting to do that. I'm down at one of the local restaurants here, and I'm thinking, boy, that would look really good right there. So I pulled the bar owner aside and I said, there's an auction on Saturday, and there's a really cool piece you need in this bar. He said, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there, and for the right price, I'm going to take it home with me. So that's what we're here to do. People on Facebook say, I love this owl. I love, I'm looking for a tiger. I'm looking for this. If I know what you guys do, and I learn your business of carving, that's what this particular session is about, the business of carving, I can do that. I can say I know Denny Beach is from the eastern part of Pennsylvania. If there's somebody out there that needs something, I can connect them with Denny Beach. I know, where in New York the Hanleys are. I can make that connection. I know Don makes a really mean lighthouse. If I've got someone who wants a lighthouse, I'm going to tell them, call Don Hanley. So that's our job. That's what we're here to do. And we do that year round. So you see us here physically at the event. We're here for 7 days. But year round, we are watching the Facebook page. We're updating the website. We're posting about you guys. So the key here is us connecting with you guys. At Ultras Incorporated, we are a full-service marketing firm. So we do event marketing like this. We're doing web development. We're doing social media marketing. We're doing advertising, radio, newspaper, television. We're doing videography. We've got a full print division. So all the banners you see printed here for the event. So I'm going to give you some materials. We've printed all of this ourselves. We've got a full design team. So some of the things that I want to talk to you about today, and I want you guys to kind of steer the conversation. I need you guys to tell me, what are you struggling with? What do you have questions on so that I can answer them? And kind of lead the discussion in that direction. But the big pieces that I want to go over today are, what is your brand and image? What does it mean to have your own business as a chainsaw carver? How many of you do this full time? This is your life. Okay, how many of you do this as a hobby? Those of you that do it as a hobby, how many of you would rather do it full time? Okay, so, we have worked with chainsaw carvers that when we started working with them 3-4 years ago, it was a hobby. It was just something they did. We showed them how to make this their business and their livelihood. We branded them, we gave them an image, and we promoted them, and now it's their full-time job. So that's, kind of where we come from. We can teach you things like how to grow likes. The Rendezvous Facebook page is approaching 3,500 likes. That's almost 500 up from a week ago. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. How many of you have a Facebook page that only has 500? Or something real close to it?
Or less.
Or less. Or less. So we can show you those things, and we can show you how to connect yourself out. When Liz, came to us and we started talking about the different things that can be done, it was very important to her that this event be a catalyst for each of you guys. So how can this event help you grow? And how many of you are here for the first time? Do you feel like this event? Yeah. You feel like this event is already helping you grow? Like you're already learning something that you're going to be able to take back and be a better carver. What we're hoping to do as part of this seminar today is not teach you how to carve. I leave that to the carvers. But show you the other side of that. There's a business side of carving, and we want to show you how to promote yourself, how to market yourself, how to get your name out there. So digitally, let's start off with this. How many of you have a website? Okay, how many of you, keep your hands up, feel like it's a really good website and you're really happy with it? Okay. How many of you bought it from me? No. So when we talk about digital, and you've heard this as we talk about the history of the Rendezvous, you've heard everybody talk about how the internet really propelled this into something, bigger than maybe it was ever thought to be. And that's still true today. The internet's not going away. It's becoming more and more. We're reading our newspapers online now. We are, connecting with people online. We're building that internet presence. And there's a right way to do that and there's a wrong way to do that. So, the first thing is, are you comfortable with what you're doing on the web? And that digital concept covers, websites, social media, email. How many of you downloaded the mobile app for the Rendezvous? Not enough. So those of you that haven't, get out your cell phone. The Rendezvous itself has a mobile app. If you guys, and if you want to do it right now, pull out your smartphone, open up your app store on your smartphone, do a search for Rendezvous or Chainsaw Carver in your app store, and you guys will find the mobile app specifically for this event.
Where to go, Alan?
And if we go to, right there's an image of it, but if we go open up a new tab there, oh boy, and type in mobile.chainsawrendezvous.org. See if that works. I don't know that that's actually the link for it, but no. Okay, so
It was on Facebook. Right. What's Munzie?
well, we're going to talk about Munzie too.
You don't have wireless, you can't download it.
Really? Talk to me about that later. Because that should not be the case.
Apps.
Here.
I have no idea.
Okay. Ed, go to
Go to apps.
yep, and go to search.
What? App Store?
Hold on. Go to Chainsaw Rendezvous. Dot the number 4 your Y-O-U-R mobile, and let me just catch the extension here, .com. That's where we have it hosted. This is a desktop version, so if you scroll down, that will actually operate inside that little phone there. So what we've done this year is we've created a mobile app, operates right on your phone, that shows the event schedule, the sponsors, the map. There's a feed for photos directly into your phone, so you can see all the most recent photos that have been uploaded. There's a 2014 album right there. A couple of things that we're getting ready to do with this is, we've done mapping this year where you can click on those areas. It'll tell you this is a carving area, this is where the auction is going to happen. This is where there's, warming locations, things like that. What we've done is we've gone around and we've figured out where each of you are. So for the second half of this week, we're getting ready to publish an actual list of which carvers are in which areas. So people who want to come out and actually see a specific carver can do that. We're working on things like, how can we interact with the public and get them to come visit you? How many of you have a Munzie on your station? I know a couple of you do. Evelyn does. You guys do. Rob does. The Hanleys and Crow. So, we've taken a really cool scavenger hunt game. This is a program called Munzie. And we've created these little Munzies, these hidden codes. We've placed them all over the Rendezvous and told people, download the app, scan these codes for points, top point winners take home a prize. And we're giving away carvings. We're giving away carvings from Zoe, and people are doing it. Okay, a lot of you guys have said, hey, we've seen people come scan our code. We've got a feed in the back so we can see who's scanning them. We're tracking those points, and at the end of the week, we're going to give away some prizes. So why did we do that? Is it because we just wanted to give away some carvings? We did that so that people were forced to go out and look for them. We've told the public, and understand the expectation is there's going to be 25,000 people here over these 7 days. We want them to go out and we want them to find you. We want them looking at each of your stations. We want to give them a reason to walk up to a carver and say, do you have one of those codes? Because now you've got a chance to start a conversation, right? And if you're having a conversation, what else may you do? Sell them something, right? So what's my job? Sell the Rendezvous. What's my job? Sell the carvers. So if we can do things that increase your sales, increase your visibility, that's our part in this whole deal. Did you find it?
Still working on it.
Slow service down here also.
Yeah, that too. It keeps timing out. I keep typing in the wrong thing, I think, but I'm working on it.
This is a really tiny keyboard. Oh, I know, that's good.
I'm glad you do.
Okay.
Quick film.
I can't type on this thing.
I have a little pro if you need it.
Go ahead and approve those permissions. It'll install for you. Okay. So, from a digital standpoint, we're talking websites, we're talking social media, and we're talking about mobile apps. So if I can get you guys to tell me which of those, and the mobile app thing is a little bit different. You're not going to hear me push that to you guys a lot, because as a marketing professional, if Brittany Hamilton came to me and said, hey, I really think Rich and I should have a mobile app for our carving business, I'm going to tell her it's not a good investment. Okay, that's not a good way to spend marketing dollars for you as an individual carver. For this event, it was a no-brainer. It definitely made sense because of the usership, because of what we're trying to accomplish. It made sense. So I'm not going to talk too much about that. I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to know what we're doing for you. But look, there's the Hamilton family. But from a web and social media standpoint, now we're talking about good places to make investments. How many of you have gotten your website for the first time in the last 3 to 5 years? So it's new to you guys right now. Okay, now out of those of you that have told me that, have you seen it make a difference in your business? Do you see, and it's a slow process, but do you see that it makes you more visible? Has someone called you? And I'm really interested in you guys because we've done some web work. Is it a nice place to showcase what you've done? Is it an effective portfolio? Is it a tool? What you guys are doing is very visual. So having the ability to put those pieces up and show this is what we have, this is what we do, is big. If somebody calls you and says, I've got this stump in my front yard, can you carve a bear out of it? They're not going to hire you without seeing another bear you've carved, right? Okay, in most cases, You know, we're not seeing you just being hired blind. So taking this and putting this portfolio up is a big piece of it. You can easily say, go find us on Facebook, go to getchainsawart.com and see the work that we've done. So where do you guys struggle from a web standpoint? Because I want to wrap up the digital end of that and move on. Are there struggles you guys have?
Yeah, how to upload, how to upload pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me to call you and say, Ellen, I need to upload, I mean, that's just a waste of your time, and it's not something that I have time for, but I have no idea how to upload it.
So every night we go back to our office and we upload photos to the Rendezvous website and Facebook. Outside of the fact that it takes a little bit with the internet connections, it's a couple clicks and it's done. So how you upload those photos is going to change from website to website. How Brittany's doing it is probably different than how we're doing it, just based on how is the website built. When we're building websites, we're using a really friendly management software where a couple clicks you go in, you upload the photos, you pop them where they need to go. Yep, that's it right there. And so like for Evelyn, for Don Hanley, if you guys are struggling with that, you let me know, because we'll show you how to do it. It's working on the same operating system as the Rendezvous site, and it takes Sarah less than 10 minutes every night to upload the new photos from the day. You pop them in a gallery, we tell the gallery where to go, and there you have it. So it's the most important part of your site for you guys. Okay? There's two key pieces. One is, what have you done? So the visibility of seeing, what have you created? Then the second is, how can I get in touch with you? Okay, those are the two big focal points. What's that?
I'm missing that one.
You're missing that one?
How to get in touch with me. Everybody goes to my site and goes, where's your contact info?
I was going to say that too. I tried to do a contact page that linked to my email.
Right,
and
right.
I wanted to make it mine. Yeah, I know you can download them for free and they look like crap. And I didn't want the crap one.
Right.
But I couldn't get it to link. And I looked at some YouTube videos on how to write the code for it. And I even downloaded their code and it still didn't work.
Right. So different websites are going to respond differently to things. For us, everything we do is very plug and play. You installed a plugin recently.
I did.
So you know, Evelyn went in, she saw something she wanted, she plugged it in. It's designed to be very simple. So depending on what you're using, you know, we can talk one-on-one and see is there an easier way to do it. I can tell you guys, are any of you professional web developers?
I would like to be, but I think I have a lot to learn.
Am I a chainsaw carver?
I think so.
The answer is definitely no. So the point of that is, you know, you shouldn't be having to figure out how to code. You shouldn't be looking at pieces like that, because, you know, if we all do what we're really good at, that's why Liz has us here, because this is what we're really good at. The job gets done, and it gets done really well. So probably if you're running a platform that's even encouraging you to put code in, we want to look at the base of that and say, maybe you want to go this route. And make it as simple for you guys as we can. That way, you're learning your art form, not how to write HTML code.
Do you offer a service like you look at my website and say, okay, this is what you could do to improve it?
Yep.
How do you do that?
So one of our biggest programs professionally that we offer, and know that we do event marketing, but we also do, you know, printing for large oil companies. We do printing for Boy Scout groups. We do printing for international foundations. We do development for businesses small and large. So this is just a little piece of the whole pie. The biggest program that we sell across the board is our 30-minute marketing review. So we schedule either in person, over the phone, via a Skype conversation or a Google Hangout, a 30-minute review. We look at what you're doing to market yourself, your website, your Facebook page, whatever. And then we come back with a list of recommendations saying, okay, this is why you're not being found in search engines. This is why, people aren't liking your stuff. This is why your contact form isn't loading, that kind of thing. Then we show you what we can do to help you and where you should go next. And we've done a couple of them here on site at the Rendezvous. Brittany and I spent a lot of time together 2 years ago, and we looked at their website and we looked at their Facebook page and we showed her this is how you can do these different things. And there's some really simple things. It's a free review. It's a free review. We sit down and the idea is if I can show you what to do next and I can educate you on it, I can tell you this is what I can do for you. You come back and you say, boy, Alan showed me how to do it. Maybe I want to hire his team to help me grow it. So it's been very, very successful for us, and it works really well for the businesses that we work with. And remember, you guys are businesses. In one capacity or another, even if it's your first time, if you've got a carving and you've ever sold a carving or you want to keep doing that, you're a business. And you've got to market your business no different than the guy marketing his restaurant down the street or me, marketing my marketing firm. So, what we will do at the end of this session is Sarah and I will break out and we'll set up in 2 different places here and we'll tell you guys, here's a shot for you to get with us one-on-one. Come up, ask us your specific questions. If we need to schedule something while we're still here, if we need to schedule a phone call down the road, these are the things we can do to help you. And we'll give you guys some one-on-one time with us to do that. That way we can see, is it website problems? Is it, Facebook problems? Those kinds of things. So what I want to do real quick, Ed, is can you pop back over to Facebook for us? Any other website questions? Go ahead.
I have like a for sale page on our website. It's not updated right now, but we like never make sales off of it. Yeah. And one thing is I don't have it directly linked to like click and pay and buy and ship because I want to be able to like talk to the person and tell them it's wood and this is what you got to do to it. But it like please don't. It's not updated at all right now. Yeah, I just have a hard time making sales through it. And then we have people contact us all the time through our contact us form. And how much is it? And I tell them the price and then you like never hear anything from them. It's like making the connection to sell is really hard.
Right. How many, are any of you selling on your websites right now? Where you actually have a piece that someone can purchase, put in a credit card number, and make the transaction happen? It's a shame. If one of you raised your hand, you would have spent the afternoon with me. Because the question we've been trying to answer for years is, how do you do it? How do you do it? What's the trick to it? We've been talking, and something Ed and I are working on with Liz, is there a way that we can take pieces of the auction that happens here and do some stuff on the web with it? It is a very hard thing to do, and let me tell you why. Every piece is different. Okay. Now, what Zoe talked about this morning may change that. Okay, where you can make 10 identical pieces and pop them up on the web. That changes the game a lot. But in most cases, everything is different. There's only one of something. It probably weighs 50 pounds or more. It's hard to ship. You need contact with the buyer. Online sales and e-commerce is growing exponentially. Okay, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. That's a B, billion-dollar industry. Last year we showed that if you take out perishable goods, meaning groceries, gas, okay, the things you buy in person every day, cigarettes, snacks, food, things like that, if you take those out of the retail sales statistics, we spend more money on the internet than we do in person. Okay, so retail sales have outgrown physical sales. That's a big deal in the US. That is a very, very big deal. How do we get a piece of that pie is the question that everybody longs to answer. Selling on the web for you guys is really, really hard. Online sales works because people see something they like, they click the pretty bright buy now button, they put in their credit card number, it shows up to their door. It's a smooth transition, it's a compulse buy. So I'm doing it because I see it, I like it, and I want it now. So I buy it. There's a great deal going on, so I buy it. There's free shipping, so I buy it. There's points on my credit card, so I buy it. It's an impulsive action. With what Brittany's described, and the problem with a lot of, this profession when selling online, is we cannot recreate the impulse buy feeling with e-commerce. There's really, it's too hard to do. Where is it shipping? What does it weigh? What does it weigh today versus what it's going to weigh tomorrow when it snows tonight? What changes over time, and how do I make that work? There are ways to do it. Okay, there's a lot of upkeep to make it happen. There's a lot of cost to make it happen. So you've got to come back and say, is it worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze when you go through all of that? We've got a couple eclectic markets. Okay, it's a consignment kind of setup with clients of ours where they bring artists in, and they set up a space, they lease that space, and then they have a staff that sells all of that for them. And they want to sell online. The problem is every artist is making a unique item. There are very few items where there are multiples of them. So for them to sell online, their staff has to keep a strong inventory. They have to make certain that if there's only one of this item, if it sells in the store, you have to take it off the web. If it sells on the web, you've got to pull it right away so nobody buys it in the store. Because the worst thing that can happen is you sell it in the store at 11 o'clock, at 1 o'clock you get a notification that someone just paid you to buy it online, and there's only one. Now you're telling someone sorry, and it's hurting you versus helping you. And with you guys, most of your carvings are unique. They're one of a kind. So there's a lot of work that goes into it. If there was somebody that wanted to be a project and really be interested in trying to do it successfully, I would be very interested in talking to you and looking at the logistics of it and seeing, how can you make it work. If you're a one-man team where you're the carver and it's you and only you, it's going to be very hard. But if you've got a team, you're a husband and wife pair, okay, or you've got a carving partner where somebody can focus on that end of it while you're doing, the heavy lifting, literally, that would probably make it more feasible. But anybody that's interested in that, you see me and we'll talk.
Well, I know, like on eBay, I was there for a while. I was into collecting mason jars, and there was people who can describe a mason jar, and they sell a jar for like $150, and over here it's the same damn jar, and they're selling it for $350.
Yeah.
And why the hell these people are buying it for $150? It's just this guy. They just loaded up with the wording and the pictures. Like 7 pictures of this thing, and
the correct description.
Yep. The way you make it look, the way you present it, the imagery, polish it up, all of those things make a difference. Again, when we talk about online buying, it's a compulse buy. I'm buying right now because I want it right now, because it looks really great, it's exactly what I want, it meets my needs, it solves my problem. We do a couple of sales classes where we go in and we teach people how to sell. We've got a full sales force that we train as well. And the concept behind the sale is really simple, and it's the same across the board, whether you're selling websites or chainsaw carvings or a loaf of bread. Okay, this concept is the same. Somebody has a problem, you have a product that solves that problem. Okay, whether that problem is I've got a stump in my yard, whether that problem is I'm hungry and want to make a sandwich, whether that problem is my website, contact form doesn't work. You've got a problem, I've got a solution. I can present that to you. And if you follow through with that, those are the steps in the sale. It all comes down to how well do you do it? Do you know your product? Are you comfortable getting in front of someone and talking to Evelyn and saying, this is what we can do for you? When Sarah met Evelyn last year, we sat down and her and Sarah worked together and they put together a whole brand for Evelyn. They took a logo that she was using, we created a digital version, we put it on everything. Evelyn's got a full branded package from business card to magnets on her truck to banners to brochures, and I think they look great. I hope you do. But she had a professional design team behind her. It matches the brand of her website, and when we saw her, the first time here this weekend, her banner was up and her magnets were on and her brochures were out. She looked great. she was ready to go.
And then it got cold.
You know, and then it got cold. That's right. That's right. So it's and when we talk about the brand, and that's kind of what I want to transition in as we get away from the website thing. When we talk about the brand, what is that? What is your brand? How many of you guys have a thing like I carve bears or I carve owls or where it's like your thing? Okay, that's your brand. Okay, Evelyn's thing is scouting.
Yes.
Okay, that's her thing, and we branded her in such a way where we leveraged that and we used it. Denny Beach, what does Denny Beach carve? Bears. Okay, it's not even a question, right? Denny carves bears. So when we started marketing for Denny Beach, do you think we kind of focused on bears? Because that's what he does. Okay, is Denny Beach a world champion? Do we all know that? Okay. We focused on those things because we wanted to market him and promote him. And so when you brand yourself, we're looking at what is your thing. And if you guys get a chance, go over to ultrasync.com. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a list of our most recent blog posts. And there's a blog post in there that I wrote called The One Thing. Okay? And what that talks about is the one thing we all miss as business owners when we market ourselves. What we do is we go out and we find all these different things, okay? The newspaper comes to us and say, oh, we got a special on ads, and the radio comes to us and says, hey, we're advertising on the radio. And what we're doing is we're picking and choosing these things. So the example I've created here, if you look at the first image in the upper right, is we're putting on a blindfold, okay? We're knocking one arrow in our bow, we're spinning around like this, and letting it go. And hoping we hit something. And we don't, okay? That bullseye is a sale. That bullseye is our client giving us some money for the service that we provide. How do you target that? Okay, and the example I've got down here, can you scroll down just a little bit, Ed? How it works. I talk about Dorothy's Decorating, okay, which is a nice made-up fun company. Interior design service that helps homeowners decorate, design, and furnish rooms inside their homes. She specializes in furniture matching, drapes, and wall decorations. Using that model, Dorothy launches a new marketing campaign that includes a branded website, well-designed ads for local newspapers and organizations, school programs, nonprofits, things like that, a thought-out radio spot, a targeted direct mail campaign by household income. So we've put thought into everything she's done, and it's all branded. I'm going to hand you some stuff to show you what brand really looks like. The result here is Dorothy's potential customers see her ad in the newspaper while they're drinking coffee in the morning. Okay, they're thinking, wonder who that is. I've never seen that before. In the car, they hear her ad on the local radio station. In their mailbox when they get home, there's Dorothy's large, well-designed postcard. Okay, they're seeing what Dorothy has to offer. They're seeing it consistently. It doesn't register in their mind each and every time, but they start to recognize and they start to remember it. One night they're sitting at dinner and they start to talk about the new drapes they've been wanting, and right there in Little Timmy's school play program, Dorothy's brand, Dorothy's ad. Okay, where do they end up? On Dorothy's website, looking at examples of her work and calling for an appointment. So we've created the sales process. Okay, marketing and advertising is about telling people what to think. That's what we're doing. Okay, and we want to do it in a way that's affordable and effective. So I'm going to hand some stuff out. And Sarah, can you help me out here? I'm going to give you guys a whole bunch of stuff with my name on it. Okay? For two reasons. One, I want you to take it all home with you. But two, this is our tool to show you exactly what we're talking about. So Sarah's going to come around. You're getting some gifts. This is a calendar. That's a calendar. Sarah's going to give you some social media cards. And she's going to give you a pen. Okay? I'm going to come around. I'm going to give you a postcard. I'm going to give you a business card. And I'm going to give you this little referral card. Maybe. If I can do all this at one time.
Yep.
Okay, what I want you guys to be doing is I want you to look at these things, and I want you to tell me, do you see a little bit of consistency in what they look like?
designing and redesigning the Boy Scout.
Is the information consistent? Is the idea consistent? Is the brand consistent? Are you seeing some similar pieces?
Nope.
How many pens did you give out down there, sir? Because we'll have them if you want. I was waiting for the card. Okay, so are you guys seeing something happening here?
Yeah, nice pens.
I got pens everywhere. Okay, so as you guys look at all this stuff, there's some similar themes going on here. You guys see us regularly using the phrase printing, marketing, and web design. You guys see us, telling you. Do you want these?
I need one.
And Meg. Okay. Whew. That went better than I thought. So, as you look at these materials, look at them side by side. You've got them all in your hand. You've got a brand here. If you guys go home and you're on Facebook and you see an ad in the right-hand corner of your Facebook page with my brand on it, you're going to recognize it. Okay, because I've shown it to you. If you scroll to the top of our website, you see similar colors. You see, the way we write out Ultras ink is consistent. The way that we describe what we do is fairly consistent. You really shouldn't spend too much time on this website. There's a new one coming.
Who'd you hire?
There's these nobodies from the other side of Pittsburgh.
No wonder.
I know, right? But the point of this is when you follow that consistent brand, people recognize it, they're encouraged to buy from you.
It's all spelled the same, apart from the pen's different font.
Yes, the pen is different. The pen is different. The pen is different for a reason, because we get much less space there. So what did we want to pop on the pen was our name. So it's in all capital letters, and the incorporated is spelled out. So we've done that to make that jump because our imprint space is much smaller. But that was good though, Will.
Yeah,
that was good. He's paying attention. He's paying attention.
I can think so.
How many of you know that a McDonald's is a McDonald's because it's got those big yellow arches, right? We recognize that all around the world. We don't need to see the word McDonald's. We don't need to see the actual building. And those signs are put up really, really high, so when you're driving and you're getting close to it, you can see them far in the distance and go, that's a McDonald's. Okay, they were one of the first. They stepped up and they started branding themselves. Okay, logo development. How many of you have a logo? Something that you use that you put on different things. Okay? We need more hands up when we talk about that because that's what makes you recognizable. How many of you are wearing something this week that says Steel or Echo or Husqvarna or Ridgeway Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous? You guys are wearing them back there right now. Okay? That is your brand. That is their logo. Okay? You know Steel because it's Steel. It's written out the same way. It's designed the same way. It's recognizable. Okay? Echo, you know, is Echo, and it's got the, like the chevrons. You've got one there coming across. You recognize that. That's why they do it. Okay? If you look at your chainsaw, is the name of the manufacturer right on your chainsaw? Okay, so you know what you're using and everybody else knows what you're using. Ridgeway Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous. Okay, Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous, that's a brand. Okay, as you guys go through, I mean, you can see this. You can see how we've branded the event. Okay, we've taken it a step further. Folks, Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous isn't just a brand, it's now a trademark. Okay, so we've taken something that is growing and we've protected it. We've gone and we've said, now this has to be used in a certain way. So, you know, when you check this out and you see those different brands, what is yours? What is your brand and is it recognizable? Okay, Denny Beach, he's got a brand.
Rock and roll.
He's got a brand, Rock and Roll. Okay, you can see that brand everywhere you go. When his big yellow truck is driving by, you can see it. It's right there. So, you know that's Denny Beach. So, what is your brand and are you using it? Are you using it properly? Are you promoting it? Are you recognizable? You are only going to be as good as you look. Understand that in this day and age, you are only going to be as good as you look because it's that image that gets people to hire you. It's that image that forces people to say, yeah, I want to use this person, that person, this carver, this marketing guy, this computer store. How well do you look? If you guys are going to buy a new bar for your saw, okay, a guy comes out and he's got a new bar and it's to be the best of the best of the best, okay, and you hear about it, what are you going to do? How many of you are going to go Google it? You're going to look it up online and see what you can learn about it? Okay? If you go to his website and it's not very good, okay, you get a security error or you can't read the fonts or this image didn't load or everything's all over the place, you don't know where to go, you can't figure out how to buy it, you can't find any reviews on it, are you going to buy that bar? You're going to take the shot on, you know, you're going to question it, you're going to say, maybe not. But when the guy shows up and he's got a really, really nice website, you can navigate it easily, you can see the different options, you can maybe see a video of it actually in action and it working. He comes out, he's got a great brand, he comes to an event like this and all the information is clear, he's answering your questions, he's telling you what's up, you get a chance to maybe try it. Are you much more likely to say, yeah, I'll make that $100 investment? You're much more likely to make that purchase. With what you guys do as chainsaw carvers, it's the same thing. It's the same concept. Am I going to make a $500 or $5,000 investment in a carving if I don't know you can do it? Okay? If I've got the 300-year-old oak tree in my front yard that blows over and it's really important to me, it's been there since my family built the house hundreds of years ago and I want you to come out and carve it into something, am I going to let you take a shot on my old tree if I don't know you can do it? I can't replace that tree. Okay, I can't start over. So, showing what you guys can do, showing your brand and image is so important. We do a lot of work with Native American folks. My background is very Native American, and I find in that community, a lot of them are doing things for themselves. They're making things. They're talented. Clothing, regalia, shawls, just all sorts of really beautiful stuff. But they feel like they have to have this brand of crap. I don't even know a nice way to say that. It's like there has to be this image of, we don't know how to use the internet, and we're printing business. How many of you are printing your business cards on your LaserJet printer? Anybody doing it themselves? Go ahead, raise your hand. It's okay. We'll only make fun of you for a second. Okay. When you buy ink for that printer, what does it cost? And $40 a pop, something like that. When you buy the paper that you punch out, you're spending another $25, something like that. I want you to take my business card that I handed you. I want you to feel it. Tell me if you think that's a pretty nice card. Okay, nice design, nice feel, thicker than the one that you're printing yourself. It's got a nice gloss on it. You can't do that at home. Okay, when I sell you 500 of those cards, you're going to send me $25. Okay, do the math on the ink, the paper, and how it looks, and realize that there's a way to give yourself an affordable image and not break your budget. And that's kind of where I want to transition at this point, and then we're going to take some more questions. This can be affordable. Having this kind of image can be affordable. I'm going to put Liz on the spot. Liz, do I break your budget?
No.
Okay. I try not to anyway.
Well,
I've not given her the bill yet. You know, we work really hard
with
to
us with what we have.
to build something that fits into every budget. And I'm hoping I can reach back and talk to, ask Dawn the same question, ask Evelyn the same question, ask Denny Beach the same question. These are carvers we've done work for, and I can say, did we break your budget for what you've gotten? I had a client recently turned down my web proposal. Okay, we were going to build a website for her business, and she decided, we just weren't a good fit. But she bought some business cards from us, and I was pretty upset about the whole thing. And she texted me after she got the business cards and said, holy crap, I just got a boatload of business cards, the quality is phenomenal, and the price couldn't have been beat. So, we've always got something in what we can do for you to help build that brand. So the point of that is it's affordable. We talked about Dorothy's decorating, and we talked about the strategic plan that was put into place for her, and it sounds like this big, expensive, really hard thing to do, but it's doable. There's something for every budget, and you guys can have an image that shows how good you are without being a millionaire. That's the real point to it. And we've done work for millionaires. We've done it. But we've done a lot of work for small startups. We've done a lot of work for artists that are phenomenal. I mean, these folks are really, really good, but you'd never know it. You'd never know because they don't have a single image on Facebook. They don't have a single piece of information about them on their website. Or you go to their website and all the links are broken and don't work. I've got a client right now, they sell candy, and they can't figure out why their sales have dumped. And when you go to their website, their security certificate has expired. So a big warning pops up that says, are you sure you want to go to this website? It's not trusted. I ain't buying nothing from that website. Not me. So looking at all of that, branding what your business does and branding who you are, that's where this day and age is going. Utilizing the web and all that it has to offer. These are the kinds of things that you guys should be doing. And I asked Ed to come back to Facebook here because I want to ask the big question. This is a very, very successful Facebook page, okay? Based on the size of the event and what has been accomplished here in Ridgeway, this page reflects all of that. It shows the accomplishments. It shows how people feel. If Ed scrolls down, there's 56 comments in this review section here where the stars are, okay, that all say best event ever. You have to attend it. You've got to be here. These are just great, great things, and they're constantly rolling in all the time. These folks are endorsing. They're putting their name on this event and saying, yeah, this is where you've got to be. Okay. So the big question to you guys is, would you guys like a Facebook page like this? 3,000 people following it, praising you and liking your photos and sharing them with their friends? Okay. It can be done. We can show you some techniques, and I've been putting Brittany on the spot a lot because I'm just so proud. Brittany sat here 2 years ago and just asked questions and questions and questions, and then she went out and she implemented all those things. And did it work? Did your page grow? Yeah. You guys are at 700, you just told me? Yeah. Likes. They're this far away from 1,000, and before she leaves today, I'm going to tell her the trick to get to 1,000. Okay? Because sometimes you just have to ask for it. So the power of professional marketing is there. It's affordable. Take advantage of it. My staff is here for the rest of the week. We're here all week, every year. Hunt us down. Ask us your questions. Every one of your situations is unique and different. And I want to be a part of each of them. I want to show you, what can be done. What questions can I answer for you while I'm here? And I can tell you it's always It's always a lot easier to ask me while I'm here. Because I'm not coming to England to help you. It's going to be very expensive.
Needs help.
That's it. Oh.
I'll do it.
What questions do you guys have? I don't want to sit here and just lecture to you guys. I did that for about 45 minutes. What can I educate you on? What can I show you while we've got the computer set up and while I'm here?
Is more pictures better or less pictures better?
More pictures is in your guys' case, more pictures is better. Doing it right. You've got to do it right. Scroll through this Facebook page, and you're going to see some very specific things done here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is different though than a web page.
It is, but the organization is going to be the same. Go ahead back one more. Go ahead and click off of that, Ed. Right here where we've got hundreds of photos uploaded, but they're not scattered all over the place. Okay? They're in an album. They're organized in a gallery format. I can see these are the photos from this event. I can click through. I can scroll through. What you don't want is photos just willy-nilly everywhere, for lack of a professional term. Willy-nilly, that's a professional marketing term now, guys.
Comment on that too. Carvers take pictures of their piece, they love the piece, they put it online, and the public looks at the gas can over in the corner.
Yep.
I mean, so
Yep.
you can make a great piece look pretty bad by what it's surrounded with. And I even saw some of this here today. It is so crucial to recognize where you're photographing it, and it's not a pole coming out of the top or a head coming off the shoulder from the person behind.
Right. Yeah. Especially if you guys are taking photos. If you guys are taking photos specific, you want to show off a specific piece. Take the time, sweep the floor, sweep up some of the sawdust. Take the time. What we're doing right now, there are just thousands of people that just want to see you guys carving. We can't, 1 o'clock in the morning, people are writing on this page, I need more photos. I need more photos, I need more photos. We can't keep up with the requests. So at this point, we're doing a lot of action. But what's going to be happening as you finish your auction pieces is we will create an album on here and on the website for the auction pieces, where every piece will be put in, your carver number will be placed in, your name will be placed in, so people know what you carved, who you are, and how they can buy it. And those are pieces that we're going to take very nice photos of. We're going to do it, away from the mess as they're being moved, as they're being placed, so that everybody can see each of those individual pieces.
When we get home, are we going to be able to look at this?
Yep.
And it will be in this form.
Yep.
It'll stay in that. Because like right now, I could look at her phone, but I'm not about all that stuff, but I can't see it.
Do you have a Facebook account?
I do.
So you can look at it on Facebook. That stuff will be there forever. The same albums are also being put on the website, chainsawrendezvous.org, and you can view the albums there as well.
Okay. How do I push this link to her Facebook page?
Go ahead and hit the share button. Have you liked the page already?
No, because I suck at Facebook.
Yeah. Go ahead and scroll up, Ed. I don't know that it will let you do the drop-down arrow next to the cog, right here. Nope. Nope. Right. Go ahead and click off. Right there. There's a share button there, but click that drop-down. I don't know that it's going to let you do it.
Yeah, I'm logged in as me.
So, so you're not going to be able to do it.
Sorry, never mind.
So that doesn't work out. But how are you logged in now?
I'm logged
Scroll.
in.
Can you scroll up for me?
I'm logged in as me, I think.
Just go ahead and scroll to the top.
I am.
Oh, you're up the whole way?
Yep.
Open up the photo album and share it that way.
You're not a personal. You created a page.
A business.
And you're logged in as your business.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So you
why.
can't. Yeah. So you can't do it. But if I log in as an individual, I may be able to find you and share it. Anybody that's a Facebook user can view this, can view all the photos, all of those things. If you're not, go to the website and view it. If you go to the website and scroll to the bottom of the website, right in the center, there's a big old Facebook button that's got the name of the page, the profile picture, and a like button. So, like, Ed, you should click that like button right now.
See all this right here? So you go to this page.
Yep.
Right there. Scroll all the way to the bottom.
You should click that like button, Ed. There you go.
another one.
That's another one. That's right. So yeah, you will be able to view these things.
Okay. That's,
You know,
then I can get on her site.
long term. Yep. Don, you had something there?
Yeah, I mean, aside from the obvious, how else can you through Facebook help to, promote, make it more inviting for sales? I don't think not that I know of anyway, really sold anything with
Right.
regards to my posts or anything
Right.
like that.
So, a couple things to keep in mind. And this is a good time to take notes. When you're posting on Facebook, we want to do a couple things. And we'll start with the basics, Don, and then we'll move into bigger answers to your question. If we just write text, so we type, "Come see me at the Ridgeway Chainsaw Rendezvous." That's all we do. We've not tagged anything. There's no photo, there's no video, just text. Okay? That post has a level of influence, and it's very low. Okay? It's less likely to show up in news feeds. It's less likely to have somebody interact with it. So our goal when we make a post is we want people to like, comment, and share. Those three things each come with different power. So Ed, can you scroll down just a little bit, just to the bottom of that Chainsaw Rendezvous shared a video post? Ed, I can't see all the buttons because you're not logged in. Do you have a personal Facebook page? We'll get you one.
No, I don't.
We'll get you one because it's so much better. So we'll just see. Do you guys see the share button that's under those photos right there? Okay. When you have a personal Facebook profile and you're managing Facebook that way, you get 3 buttons. You get a like button, a comment button, and a share button. Okay. Likes are your lowest sphere of influence. Okay. You like a post, all it does is tell people Brittany Hamilton liked Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous photo album. So lowest impact. When somebody comments on your post, okay, now our impact has grown. Now what it's saying is Brittany commented, but then it shows the whole post in her friends' news feed and everything that goes with it. So now we've gone from just saying Brittany liked it to showing the post. So if Brittany comments on my photos up here, it's going to show those photos to all of Brittany's friends. If one of Brittany's friends comments on those photos, all of that person's friends sees it. So our sphere is growing and growing and growing. The third way to do this, and this is our biggest ripple in Facebook world, is the share button. Because by clicking the share button, it says Brittany shared Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous photos. It shows the entire post with Brittany's personal endorsement. Okay, that's what Brittany's doing. She's saying, I like this and I want you to see it. There's 3 different ways to share. I can share on my timeline, meaning I take it from this page, put it on this one. I can share to my professional page, so it's a page that I manage. So Brittany could go in and share the Rendezvous photos on the Hamilton Sculptures Facebook page, or I can share in a private message, meaning I'm sending it directly to someone saying, take a look at this. Obviously, the more public we share, the better. So if you look at Han's photo here, Elaine was here, and there's 3 buttons, like, comment, share. Those are the ones we're talking about. So like, comment, share. This is the goal. We want people to do that. So we've shown, and statistics show, if I just put text in a post on my page, I get the least amount of interactions. People are the least likely to do something with it. If I put a photo, it increases the chances of interaction, okay, like tenfold, guys. That's huge. If I put a video, even more. So again, in that order, we don't want to just be posting words, okay, unless there's relevance to it. And if we hop over to the, can you hop back over to the Rendezvous page real quick? And if you just type up there in the that bar right there, yep. Probably if you just type Ridgeway, it should pop up. Yep. There are instances where, even here, if you scroll down, we have written posts that are just text. Okay, go ahead, right here. Okay, see this day 6 of the Rendezvous? Okay, we need an effective way to share this, the schedule for the public. This is the most effective way to do it. They can view it on their phones really easily. They can view it on their computers. But even here, we've done some graphic with it. We've used some symbols in there to make it pop out, so it doesn't just look like plain old text. It's not just a sentence. So that's the first thing, is give them what they want. People want to see photos. People want to see videos. Attach that post to something. Number 2, make sure your post is relevant. Okay, any of you follow pages for maybe a business, and when they don't have anything to post, they're posting an inspirational quote from Thoreau? Guess what? I ain't going to your grocery store because you just quoted poetry to me. I'm sorry, that's not what's happening here. Keep it relevant. Whether people will actively complain about it or not, we can show in their minds irrelevant posts get ignored. So while it's cute and it's inspirational, it's not doing its job. Okay, it's filling people's newsfeed with clutter. If they don't interact with your page isn't going to show up as frequently. So keep it relevant. You're a carver, you want to be posting about your carvings, post about events you're going to. Go out, post a video of you carving. If you feel like you've got something to teach and share, do an instructional video once a month. Keep it consistent. Okay? You do not necessarily have to post every day. Obviously, you can totally overpost. If you're posting 42 times a day, you're going to get annoying. You're going to annoy people. They're going to block you. Okay? I know, because I'm going to block you. So don't overpost. Post when it's relevant, when you've got something to say. Dawn finishes a new carving. Cindy goes out, she snaps some photos, maybe she grabs some video of Dawn actually completing the carving. Those are relevant posts. They're related. Okay, if I was Dawn, I'd go out, and if I'm going to do a really nice piece and it's going to take me some time, I'm going to photograph the log before I start it. I'm going to carve for the day. When I get done that day, I'm going to take some photos and say, look at my progress. And then when I go out the next day, I'm going to carve a little bit more. I'm going to take some photos, look at my progress. Maybe I'm going to shoot a video in between. I'm going to show the progression of that log, because people are going to see it in the beginning. They're going to get an interest, and they're going to progress through it. And they're going to come back to see the finished product. Go ahead.
Well, the other thing is too, you post something like that, I always worry that, because sometimes you have so many friends, and there's other people that have, tons of friends, so it pushes it down to the bottom real quick. You post something, you're worried if people really did get to see it, or
right.
Do you repost it then? And then is that annoying to
So,
people that have already seen it?
Right. So you can see, I can't show you here because I'm not logged in, but Don, if you're not already, you've ought to be getting close on your page where they're going to start showing you some statistics. So every post that you make, it'll start showing you, and I think it's the 100 like mark where that happens, where it'll show you how many people have interacted with your page. Let's see here if Jerry's got a page. If you just pop over to that page in the search bar.
Where?
Jerry, go ahead to where it says Jerry Schieffer in your search bar. Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and type in the name of your page, the United whatever.
Okay.
That you manage. Yep, that's a good way to. This should show us. How many likes do you have on this page, Jerry?
300.
Okay, so if Jerry scrolls down to his last post.
Oh, 500. Graduate's been good to me.
Yeah. Go ahead and keep scrolling for us. Right there, see how it says 33 people saw this post there at the bottom? I think right now the mark is 100 likes, and Facebook unlocks that feature for you. So you'll be able to see how many people saw this post. Was it effective or not? And then you've really got to be choosy. Don't reshare everything that you've done, because it will. It'll be annoying. Facebook's newsfeed works in two ways. For most people, most average users, the newsfeed is sorted based on what they like, what they interact with, and what Facebook thinks they're interested in. There are some users out there that, and this is what I do, sort their newsfeed chronologically. Okay, I want to see the most recent stuff. That lets me know that I'm seeing everything. That's not the case with most users.
And this is the background you get to see for.
Yeah. So this is what the back office looks like. It also shows you some other options and features.
But I got to click on it to go there.
Yeah. So. Whoa.
That's the one.
The building I'm staying in has a basement that's been creeping me out, and I just feel like the nightmares I had last night.
Can I get out of here?
Yeah, we're good. So the first one is how are you posting and when are you posting? Be consistent. We took a page for an organization. It's a membership-based organization. We started the page from scratch. When we turned it over to their staff to deal with, it had 70,000 likes. Okay, consistent posts, same schedule every week. They knew on Monday they were featuring this, Tuesday they were featuring this, Wednesday they were featuring this. It was consistent. We were able to pay attention to what time are people reading our posts. So looking at the insights.
What is it?
That is I can give you my opinion on it, but it is I can pull up 3 different studies right now that all say different things. But
we'll give us it.
We can show by. Well, I'll tell you how we do it. We look at a page, we watch the insights for several weeks, and we see when are your users viewing your posts, and we make a determination based on your business. There are people out there that will tell you Wednesdays and Fridays are the best days to post if you're in a retail market. There are people that will say Fridays and Saturdays are really good if you're a pizza shop. So there's some common sense, right? What do we do on Friday nights? We go out drinking and we have our parties, and okay, so probably if I'm in a pizza shop, I'd want to focus on my weekends. We've got a museum that we do work for. Weekends are really big for them, so we focus on the weekends.
I find Sunday night is really helpful for art because everybody's kind of winding down for the weekend and doing their internet stuff catching up. And I get a lot of hits on.
A lot of interactions on those posts.
Yeah.
Carving post also busiest day of the week.
Nighttime is big, at least for the Carver pages that we're looking
8
at.
o'clock in the morning. See, ours is international, so 8 o'clock in the morning is very busy, and then 7 o'clock at night. But that's Carver's, not a personal site, that's the Carving Post.
Right. We found, especially this week, a lot of stuff is being shown between 7 and 8 o'clock is when people they're winding down, they're looking at it. Now that may be specific to the event. That may not be a carving thing in general, but we are finding evenings is when people are, and again, I was answering posts at 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning from people who were like, whose owl is that? So
I know the feeling.
They'll be up there all the time. The last piece to this Facebook puzzle to kind of finalize Don's question, how do I get more? We've only at this point talked about what Facebook is offering at no charge. Okay, these are all things you can do on Facebook for free. There is a multi-billion-dollar advertising industry that comes with Facebook. Okay, and that is through Facebook ads and boosting your posts. So these are the two big ways to pay to use Facebook. One is running a literal ad. If you look at the right-hand side of the screen right now, you see United and you see beat rising energy costs. And Ed, you've logged back in?
Yes.
Okay. While Ed is on his computer, Ed is, at least recently, done some travel research.
Yep.
Okay, specific to airplanes. And Ed has done something in reference to energy cost.
That's right.
So you've done some recent research on lowering your energy cost?
Right, so that's been snooping on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facebook knows what you've done. Okay, Facebook has a data trade agreement with Google. So this is the most fun story I have to tell. One day I asked Sarah to Google something. I can never remember what it was. She's sitting at her desk. I said, hey, Google this for me. She did. But, 10 minutes later, she's on Facebook, and she goes, this is creepy. I just got an ad for that thing we Googled.
Yes.
And I said, it's not creepy. It's not creepy. Google follows you everywhere you go. If your Google email address that you're logged into when you're Googling is put into your Facebook, they are trading data when it comes to advertising to make sure that the ads you're showing are relevant. We would also see ads for the things that you like on Facebook. So I can run a Facebook ad to women between the ages of 35 and 60 with in a 100-mile radius of a certain zip code that like art, chainsaw carving, museums, rustic furniture, okay? I can run that very specific, very targeted ad. Facebook will tell me what my market becomes when I narrow it down like that. How many people can I reach by running that ad? And I can tell it I want to run it over 3 weeks and I want to spend $50. That ad will show. When people click on that ad, you're going to pay a price, and that price is going to be dependent upon when they clicked, what time they clicked, what other ad was shown with them, all those things. And then it's going to come back and say you ran the ad for 3 weeks for $50, and this many people saw it, this many people clicked on it, this many people clicked through to your website, all of those different things. So Facebook has become a very affordable and very targeted way to advertise. Okay? It is. I've got several businesses that we have put on regular $100 a month Facebook advertising campaigns where every month we pick out, this is what we're going to promote, be it an event, or we just want to grab some likes, we just want to focus on the page or a website, and it works. It is effective. There's a way to set those monthly budgets. It's a little confusing when you get into it, but the first time you log in, it's going to probably run you through a tour of the advertising back office so you can see what it looks like. That's the last piece of it, is the advertising end. You can run a direct ad, which are those things that we showed you in the corner there, or you can click the little boost post button. Okay, and that's right there. You click that, you set your budget, and what this is going to do is it's going to promote your post. So, Dawn's worried, my post got buried because people have a lot of friends. How can I promote it and have it show up more frequently? And as you scroll through your own news feeds on Facebook, you'll see those promoted posts. It's not something that you've necessarily liked. That's probably one right there, huh? Yep. So it's been promoted. Wow, Facebook did not load the whole window. It's like crap. There we go. So that's promoting your post. You can do it for as little as $5 a post. I've got a particular client that every post that we make, we promote. He's got a yearly budget, and we promote a post a week based on what he's doing. So those are the options as far as taking Facebook to a new level. It does require an investment. So set yourself a firm budget, follow that budget. There are a lot of places online where if you're using advertising for the first time, you can score yourself, $50 an ad, something along those lines, to give it a try. Obviously, those same concepts will carry over into other outfits as well. Google, Yelp, Foursquare, things like that. But probably for you guys, this is the focal point. Other questions?
Another question. Could I share just a couple of things that might help?
Yeah, absolutely.
That I've done, like from your advice and other advice ever. Just a couple of things is have a business page rather than a personal page that people have to friend you on. It's like a much better way to promote yourself. Because then you can have like facebook.com/RLH Wood Sculptures. Progression pictures, like you said, is a really good idea. What we use for pictures is a black packing blanket because it can get dirty. My husband throws it in his trailer, I go dig it out, shake it, he holds it up, I snap a nice picture, and I can upload it online. It looks professional, but it's like in a dirt ground and outside, but it looks a lot nicer. A lot of people really like posts if Richard is in it. I get like 3 times as many likes on something if they see his face. For old pictures that you have, I upload them on picmonkey.com. I use black and white, make the background black and white, and make your statue in color. It really makes it pop, and then you're not seeing that red gas can in the background. Just really helps it if you don't have the black packing blanket. And I'm taking a marketing course online. And they said for engagement, you want 10 to 20% engagement on your page, which you can see that where it says Ridgeway Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous and then the 5 stars, it's right under there in that gray print, very fine.
Yeah, so that 998 talking about this, those are people who are actively talking. So we're at almost 30% engagement right now to people that like the page. And probably we've added almost 500 likes, so probably that number is going to take a couple of days to update again, and I'm expecting that statistic to go up. It's reachable, folks. The Ellen video we did went around the world very quickly. I made that post right before the seminar started. Okay, so I did it right from the back here, the Throwback Thursday post. It's almost reached 1,000 people just in the hour and a half that we've been sitting here. So it's doable. That doesn't include the tens of thousands it reached over the last year.
Over the fall, I watched YouTube when you were here last year, and I listened to what you said, and I went ahead and applied it on a Facebook page, business page that I already had. It had a whopping 47 likes, because I didn't do anything with it. It was there for the heck of it. Within 6 weeks after doing what you said, I was up to almost 500 likes. My ripple effect goes 4 deep. There it is.
Yep.
My ripple effect goes 4 deep. I figured that out by snooping. Like, who liked it? Okay, you liked it, but who are your friends? How do I know those? I don't know. So it's reaching an audience that I don't even know.
Yep.
We got a phone call from a woman who lives about 100 miles away from us, booking us to do demos because she saw us on Facebook. And that was free stuff.
Yep.
Just doing it like that.
Yep. Just follow the rules.
Apparently I said something on my post I wasn't supposed to say. Like we're having a contest.
Oh yeah, you've got to watch with that. There are a lot of Facebook features, folks, that we've not even touched on. I promised that I would not talk for too long because I will. I'll talk forever. There are features on here, contests, offers, all sorts of really neat things that can be done. They're in depth. The average person is not doing them because there's a learning curve. Using the wrong words can get you in trouble. We had a photographer we were working with that did some senior photos. The girl was wearing a bikini and her account got locked because there was too much skin showing. She was running an ad.
So no more naked bears.
I think naked bears are okay. No more naked husbands. So you've got to watch. You've got to pay attention. We know those things. We've got a full team that, it's what we do professionally. Things like, look at this post. I'll be at the Ridgeway Chainsaw Carver's Rendezvous. Okay.
A lot of my posts, I put, if you like seeing our updates, please like, share, and comment.
Yep.
It's really encouraging.
Ask for what you want.
Like, share, and comment.
Ask for what you want. Scroll down there and show us. Well, can you click on that actual post? I'm sorry, ours that Brittany shared there. Okay. This post, the stats on this post, it's like 8,000 people. Okay. With all the shares and everything that have happened. Shared 169 times. I know you ever have something shared 100 plus times? That's so powerful. That's so powerful. Great comments. Brittany's gotten great comments. We've gotten, it follows it. When you click that share button, our stats follow that post. Somebody thought it wasn't a very exciting picture because it's in there somewhere. If you were in the room, I want to talk to you.
They wanted something more eye-catching that didn't get caught in the background. I saw that.
The background
like, really?
noise?
Design one better yourself. Why don't you try
We followed the brand of this year is what we did. And that's what's important is it's recognizable. You see that brand. Open the app, you see that background. So you can see all the people who shared this. Right now we're running, it's a big Facebook like thumb saying, we broke 3,000, can we get the 3,500 likes before the end of the event? I asked for it. I didn't say, I hope you'll do this. I said, do this. And people are sharing the page saying, let's help the Rendezvous get to 3,500 likes. Okay? We've grown almost 500 since the beginning of the week. That's huge. So, advice for you guys. This is the free Facebook advice I'm going to give you before the end of the seminar here. Go in, find your photo on this Facebook page, click the tag button, and tag yourself in it. Okay, if you've got a professional page, tag your page in it. If you've got a personal page, tag yourself in it. Jerry's going to go through and do some tagging for us, just because privacy settings don't let us tag everybody. Plus, I don't know everybody quite yet. So go through and do that. That is going to help you. Okay, it's going to help you. Linking like that is a mutually beneficial tool because it lets me know who you are, it lets people know who you are, but it promotes you to our almost 3,500 followers that are on this page. I'm going to give you guys 2 more things, and then what we're going to do is I'll take one more call for questions and we're going to break off and have a discussion. If any of you want to learn about Pinterest, we didn't get into a lot of the other social media stuff. Sarah is our Pinterest expert, so if you guys have Pinterest questions, maybe gather with Sarah back here. But I'm going to give you 2 things. Sarah, will you take half of these? The first, for those of you last year will recognize this. The first is a little opportunity for you to win some free stuff. So this is our event card. If you fill out the bottom, rip it off, and give it back to me, at the end of the week we will draw and give away 50 free business cards. What's nice about it is we include the design. So we're going to design you a new business card. You get 50 of them as part of it, but the design is where the value is. That's a way to start your brand. The second is the marketing card for the rest of the year. So there's a really nice thank you. We put several thousand of these are going out to all of the attendees here at the event. So really nice, thanks for coming. On the back are the other chainsaw events that Appalachian Arts is involved with, as well as the dates for next year's Rendezvous. So we're going to give each of you one of these today. We are also going to be bringing some around for you to keep at your carving locations for anybody from the public that may want one.